Welcome to Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Jesse Ott, the host of this podcast, which is all about beverage innovation. I talk with innovation pioneers from agriculture to glass. Thank you for listening, and be sure to subscribe to be notified of all new episodes.
When we started Manitoba Harvest, maybe we were in about year 7 or 8, which was probably $5 or $6 million in sales. I really thought, I need people that have done this before that can see things or have experience with 5 times, 10 times the size that I'm building. And so Mark and John really helped me there. But I have, now a number of other, not traditional, like they were both 20 years my senior and have kind of done it before, but I'm also a big believer in peer-to-peer mentorship. And so I have a lot of friends in the industry that I grew up with that were at a similar stage in their business or a little bit ahead or behind, that we all became successful because we shared knowledge with each other, and good times. And we're kind of doing it right now. Like when we talked about like Jake. Yeah, Jake is I'm invested in Midday Squares, and I'm 20 years older than Jake, and so maybe people may see like me as the mentor and him as the mentee. But we're really in a number of different ways peer-to-peer mentors, and we learn from each other and grow with each other from the experiences. And so I've been fortunate to have that part of my success for the 27 years that I've been an entrepreneur.
Well, that's great. Yeah, well, I probably in terms of products and manufacturing, I don't know if you owned as much as they did on the manufacturing side, but that's a lot of investment that you've got to go and ask for and fundraise and all the things. And
Yeah,
so
and
I'm sure there's,
on the back end of the business and the front end. Like I always, for some of my peers, my friends that were building other businesses, and I tell entrepreneurs, like, go and seek out maybe like 4 or 5 people that are, yeah, again, maybe in a similar size revenue business that you are, but in non-competing categories, but in the same industry, makes a lot of sense. And then even if you just meet once a month and you have coffee or you go out and spend some time together, and share and be open to sharing information. Like when we'd go to all these trade shows and then we'd hang out as a group, and so we'd have a good time because we were having dinners, but at the same time we'd be sharing knowledge, like who's the buyer at Target right now, or do you have demo or promotion person in this area, and like all these things that just really help you move the needle forward. But it can also apply on the back end of the business in ops and finance, like knowing investors or getting introduced to different investors or understanding systems and process and HR and hiring best practices and all that. Like you could do, I think arguably you could do more with the right peer-to-peer mentor group that are in similar businesses than you can with that old guy or gal, one mentor, which is, the traditional form of mentorship, or have both, or have
yeah,
both,
or have both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this community and network that you're building. I just had this conversation yesterday with another very successful entrepreneur, and it seems to be that's like kind of a differentiation of, people that are successful and then people that are, maybe in the next level of success. And I really like that a lot. And I don't do it enough at all. Actually, I don't do it at all. And when it comes to, what you were talking about, was that YPL like as a resource? Because the next question is sort of what kind of resources, that you used along the way. And it sounds like something of the form of YPL was part of that.
Yeah, I've been a YPO member for 14 years now. There's a certain scale to YPO. I think you have to. YPO is a membership group of 35,000 executives around the world, and your business needs to be like $15 million in sales. Started in
Okay.
Texas, right back in like 75 years ago or something. So I've been a member now for 14 years. Hugely impactful on my executive level growth in business. I think when we joined that year, we were doing about 10 million in sales, and then over the next 9 or 10 years, we went from 10 million to $100 million in revenue. And having a peer-to-peer group like YPO, that a lot of people were going through something similar, rapid growth in their business, running a big
Yeah.
business, along with family and kind of other items. So I'm a big believer in the in communities, and there's a lot of different ones. So like whether it's just simply a nonprofit association or organization like the food, food and beverage, there's different nonprofits or whatever your industry is in, hanging out in at their conferences and kind of in those membership groups you could find your kind of your tribe, right? But then there's also more formalized executive ones like YPO or Entrepreneurs Organization EO, or there's Tech or Founders Club or Hampton. There's a number of other groups that are kind of been forming that are all community based groups for people to get together and have some fun, learn from each other, and just really power network. Get resources from each other.
Produced by Fedora J Productions.